Need some last-minute fantasy football advice? Then the boys at the Fade Route have you covered. Tune in every NFL Sunday to Red Light, Green Light 1, 2, 3 with D and Z. D and I give you our top 1, 2, 3 fantasy starts, or green light, and fantasy sits, or red light. That's Red Light, Green Light 1, 2, 3 every NFL Sunday during the season. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get the Fade Route. That's Red Light, Green Light 1, 2, 3 with D and Z every NFL Sunday during the season. Let's run the option and give you our picks for the week.
It is the option for NCAA Bowl Week number 2. Our bowl movement is going strong. We are stout with this bowl movement. To mixed results, to be fair. But that's never stopped us, and we're not done yet. Thursday, December 21st, the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. South Florida versus Syracuse.
All right, I am taking South Florida.
In honor of Tommy DeVito and the make good he did at the pizzeria, I'm going to take Syracuse on this one. I think that, in neutral site, even though it's in Florida, anything can happen. And it's a matchup of two 6-6 teams. Syracuse has the edge on the ground. Give me the orange. The Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl, Friday, December 22nd.
Yes.
I've been waiting for the Gasparilla Bowl. Oh my gosh. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets against UCF.
UCF, man, all the way.
The uncrowned national champions from just a few years ago. Yeah, I'm going to go with UCF as well. It's relatively close, but QB for Georgia Tech has had better numbers in terms of yards and touchdowns. Way more picks. That scares me off. So I'm going to go with UCF. Another battle of 6-6 teams. So there's that. Festivus. December 23rd. The Birmingham Bowl. Troy versus Duke.
I'm going to take Duke.
Troy is not, it's not what it used to be.
Ever since Achilles left.
Pretty much since Brad Pitt made that movie. Absolutely. They have had a resurgence this year. They are 11-2. All right, so you're not really producing the NFL talent that you're used to seeing out of Troy. They've been better. I'm going to roll with them. I'm interested to see what Riley Leonard does now that this is probably going to be his last game at Duke. Right? Ball out. Let's see what Riley Leonard can do.
I'm surprised he didn't play.
Oh, we're going to find out, but I know he's out of there. I'm going to go with
seems ballsy.
The Trojans over the Blue Devils. Camellia Bowl. Are you excited for the Camellia Bowl?
All over it.
Arkansas State versus Northern Illinois.
Gotta go with NIU, man.
Yeah, you definitely. I gotta go with NIU as well. Arkansas State, not exactly lighting the world on fire. You have almost double the amount of yards. Their leading rusher for NIU is almost double the rushing yards. So that's going to be one on the ground. Give me the Huskies over the Red Wolves. The Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. James Madison versus Air Force.
James Madison, 11-1 this year. They're legit.
They're absolutely legit power. I'm going to go with James Madison as well. Do I agree with the Senate from Virginia, threatening to sue because James Madison is new to bowls system, so you can't legally be in the playoff for 5 years. Like, that's what you signed up for. That's what you agreed upon when you decided to come up to the big time. So deal with it. Make yourself undeniable. Keep winning until you're eligible. That is the plan. That's what you should be doing if you are James Madison. And I think they're going to do it. Oh, I know you're all over this one. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Georgia State versus Utah State.
Utah State.
Not even close. Not even close. I'm going to go with Utah State as well. Georgia State, just very poor in conference. Just not lighting the world on fire overall. And just not going to be their day. The 68 Ventures Bowl. South Alabama versus Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan. Absolutely. We are in agreement. It's going to be a long day for South Alabama. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Utah versus Northwestern.
Utah.
I'm going to go with the Wildcats. I think that it's going to be a purple day for so many in our industry. Mr. Wilbon, I'm looking at you. The Easy Point Hawaii Bowl.
Hawaii. Are they playing in Hawaii? Is it actually being played there?
It is in Honolulu.
That's awesome. I went to see Coastal Carolina play. They played against Army at Army.
Yeah. So the Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers take on the
Beautiful bird. Do you still have yours?
Oh, it's a fighting rooster. Absolutely. I still have my fighting rooster. So absolutely I do. I gotta say, it's close. It's definitely gonna be close. I'm gonna take San Jose State narrowly.
Yeah,
that play just a little bit better.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I finally found out this year. Like, what a Chanticleer is. Apparently, it's a fighting rooster. And why South Carolina has the Gamecocks and the Chanticleers? Like, I don't know what they're upset.
What the hell is going on down there?
So, friends of the show in South Carolina, if you can hit us up, faderoutemail@gmail.com. Tell us, can you please explain to us what the obsession is with roosters? I would happily appreciate it. I would happily appreciate it. And Tuesday, December 26th, the Quick Lane Bowl. Bowling Green versus Minnesota.
Bowling Green.
I'm going to go with the Gophers on this one. We'll see how that plays out. Kind of a home field advantage. It's close enough. Minnesota, Detroit, Michigan, it's kind of up there. But we'll see. We shall see. The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Texas State versus Rice.
Rice.
We are in agreement. And live from Chase Field, the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Kansas versus UNLV.
Kansas.
UNLV has slightly better record, slightly better, but when you look at the division, when you look at the conference they played in, you absolutely can see why. I'm gonna go. Yeah, Kansas gonna outclasses them across the board. So Rock Chalk Jayhawk. I'm going with that as well. I'm going with It's time for us to run the go route again, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with week 3 of our bowl movement. Let's see how we do.
Thanks for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you like what you heard and want to hear more, be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Rate us 5 stars, leave us a review, turn on subscription notifications, and tell your friends. Spread the word, spread it wide.